Hi, Commander Dafttree here, welcome back. We're at Chamberlain's Rest and we're carrying on our journey. We've just completed the tutorial mission and we're now a part of the Pilots Federation, so we've left the military. I'm just going to show you around the concourse area of the base. We're on a base on a planet, and basically these elevators behind me are the way you get back to the hangar. Now we can't interact yet because we haven't done the pilots tutorial, we don't have a ship. But this is the way back to your ship once you've got one. These lifts at the back. So we're going to wander along, and what you'll see dotted around are these terminals. And these terminals are really useful. They basically give you access to the missions board, authority contacts. So it's a similar menu to when you're in your ship. You can edit your loadout, your personal appearance, buy your ARX and stuff like that. So we've got a new revamped mission board. One of the improvements they've made to it I really like is previously you had to go through each faction individually. Now you can actually select everybody and just filter for a specific type of mission, and you get to see all the missions together. I think that's a really welcome improvement. So we're not going to do anything with that right now. We're just going to carry on having a look around, but that's the terminals and you'll see them dotted around all over the place. You'll also see some people hanging around that are offering us missions from time to around the base. And if you take the missions from them, you've got an opportunity to haggle with them. But I think if the haggle is not successful, then you end up not getting the mission. I think you can lose some rep with them as well. So we've got somebody here, look.
Someone with steady nerves and even steadier aim. That you?
There we go. So it sounds like that's going to be a combat mission. We won't talk to them just yet, but that's one of the examples I was looking for. So over here we've got Pioneer Supplies. I'm pretty sure these are in every base, certainly the ones I've seen. And this is where you pick up your consumables and weapons and armor.
A weapon or an upgrade. Maybe
And also,
even something else.
and also do some
Something
upgrades as well.
catches your eye. Let me know.
Nice accent. So so basically we've got consumables here. We've got 250,000, which is quite a bit actually. I didn't realise we started with that much. That's quite generous. But that's really generous. I didn't realise. So I would definitely recommend you at least grab some of these guys right from the start. And depending what missions we want to do, let's see what weapons they've got available. So they've got the Maverick suit, which is your it's got the profile analyzer and they've all got the profile analyzer. This has got the arc cutter. So you use this mainly for the supply missions, but it's handy for cutting into plates and accessing areas where you're not supposed to. We covered a bit of that in the tutorial mission. The Artemis suit is for exploration. So these are both 150 grand a pop. So it's a bit of an investment getting them. I think the Maverick suit's going to be worth getting quickly. But let's have a look at weapons as well. What's our weapon options? So it looks like they're all kinetic here. So there are kinetic, there are laser, and there are plasma weapons now. But it looks like you're going to have to go to different bases, a little bit like the outfitting in the ship side of the game, to try and find where these things are. So hopefully we'll be picking some things up. My thinking right now is I'm pretty sure we start with a pistol anyway. So let's just have a quick look. Upgrade cell weapons. Yeah, so we've got a Karma P15. This is a pistol. It's not particularly great. So I think we've got enough to either buy... I think we can just about get a gun and a suit looking at that, but that would clean us out. So I think I'm going to get the suit. I'm tempted to get a gun as well. 125 and 150. Now that's going to be too much. So I could get one of these though. A Karma C44, which would take us up to 225. So we still have 25,000 left. I think I'm going to gamble on that. So let's get that. And this will give us a couple more options for missions.
That Karma C44 will shred anything without a shield. Oh, and make sure to equip that weapon in your loadout.
Okay, and I think that's the short range sort of SMG type gun. And we're going to go for the Maverick suit, which is this multi-purpose. Which will definitely be...
Work, are we? Just don't cut yourself with the arc cutter while you're filling up all that extra carrying space.
So that should set us up quite nicely, I think. And what I'm going to do as well, I've got 25,000 left. I'm going to grab a couple of
I can't tell you how many times the medkit saved my life. The last thing you want is to have your suit run out of power. Taking down someone's shield can really even the odds. You're going to give someone a really bad day with that thing. Good choice. Sometimes you need to take a breather.
We're probably going to be able to stock up anyway, but I think this will be a good start to get us going. We can't get e-breaches here anyway yet. I've not seen where you get those from actually. I'm assuming we'll get them somewhere. We'll come across them at some point. Okay, right, let's carry on. We'll take a little walk around. I'll carry on showing you around. We've definitely got some gear, and we'll do a load. We'll set a loadout up in a bit as well. So we've got the bar area. Bar area's always got a nice view.
I'll say up front, it could be trouble.
Got a nice view. This is the sort of main city we landed at. I just love it. You can see the ships coming in. Things. Yeah, it's great. Love it. So we've got a few mission givers around here, but I just want to show you around the rest of the concourse. So this is Vista Genomics, and this is where you bring your DNA data that you get. So you can find life on different planets. You can get out in your suit if you've got the other suit that we didn't get, the Artemis I think it is, and that will let you it's got a little scanner in there, and you can find 3 different samples of a specific item. We'll go into this in another episode, but you can find a few samples of a specific item and you can come and sell the data here, so it's a good way to make some extra cash by doing a bit of exploration. And then the shipyard is over here, and this is where you can buy ships. So it's essentially the same as the shipyard from being in your ship, and you can use it also if you got killed, I think, and you've been transported back here. So if you died on foot or you were critically wounded on foot and you're sent back, because I'm assuming you can't die, your ship might still be there and you need to get your ship back. If you've not got a ship here, I think you come here to get it sent back. Now right now we can't buy anything because we'll have the off.
Wonderful. Let me help you find the ship of your dreams.
We have to do the flight training first, so that'll kick off the tutorial, and we're going to do that next time out and get ourselves into that Sidewinder. So so that's the shipyard, and this is pretty much all the shops. A couple more of the terminals here. And the last bit I just want to show you is the Apex. So this is the Apex zone, and this is where you book your taxi. So if you don't want to actually fly somewhere, you can book an adder taxi that will take you anywhere in the system, and anywhere up to the range in other systems of an adder's fuel tank, pretty much, which is about, I think it's about 90 odd light years. So not too bad. But you pay quite a bit for the hyperspace trip. And then we've got frontline services here, and if there's any combat zones, let's just have a look.
Sorry, I've got no postings available at the moment.
Yeah, so there's nothing there at the minute.
Factions will pick a fight soon enough. Be sure and check that.
So yeah, so that's the tour. What we want to do now is grab a mission. So I'm just going to wander around and see if I can get a mission and hopefully haggle the price up as well. But I want a nice easy one first, because I want to just demonstrate one of the delivery type missions, which is very low risk, and also to ease myself in a little bit as well. I'm hoping for a threat level 0. I've got a commander there. Well, hi commander, how do you do?
Hey, I need someone for a transport job. Okay, we're on the clock here, so let's
this
not
looks
waste time.
good. So show me the details. So fetch the weapon schematic from a settlement. Threat level 0, so it should be straightforward.
This should answer any questions you have.
So let's check the details. So hit 97950, which is where we are now because it's got 0 light years. 527 light seconds isn't too far, so that's how far away it is from where we are. 5 hours 55 minutes. Weapon schematic. How much does it pay? So 62,000 or stellar activity logs plus 42,933. Or we can give the faction a nice influence boost, which is good for them, and do that. So I'm going to try and haggle here. Why not?
What are you after, danger money?
A good negotiation.
What do you have in mind?
So what does it say here? Good negotiation can mean a nice boost to your rewards. To increase your chances to succeed, work on your own mercenary rank and reputation with this faction. With great benefits, there is risk for failure. A minor failure would being no bonus on your reward at all. Critical failure may be a loss of reputation with the mission provider's faction. So it kind of... Oh, success chance high, critical failure risk low. Oh, that's good. So it's letting us know. I think that's good. So I'm going to say, can you offer a little extra?
Not happening. Take the deal on the table or take yourself somewhere else.
Okay. Well, I had a high chance and I didn't get it, but we didn't lose the mission. So at least we tried and we had a go. So we haven't really lost anything. So, alright, I'm in. Let's go do it. I'll accept this.
You have everything you need? Good.
So now we need to book a taxi because we don't have a ship. And this is quite a nice, easy thing to do.
Your gateway to the stars.
It's a local shuttle. Because it's in the system we're in. And one of the nice new features of the galaxy map, I'm not going to go into too much detail on the galaxy map. I'm going to save it for an episode. I haven't completely made my mind up on it yet. And I'm still... some things are definitely an improvement. Some things I'm not so sure about yet. And some of it's just... because it's a new interface. But overall, I'm pretty positive about it, actually. I think it's been pretty good. But I want to get to know it a little bit better and use it a bit before I actually do anything. So I basically selected on your active missions and it's found the mission we've got and it's taken us straight there, which is nice and easy. And then we should be able to just click on that and book shuttle. Look, it's just 100 credits.
Excellent. Your shuttle is ready for you.
And we get a ride there. So say goodbye. And once you book here, this is how you get to the Apex taxi. So you go that way. If you're on the Frontline Solutions, you go that way. Remember, back to your ship is back that way. So there are 3 different sets of elevators. Pretty important to remember that. And we're going off on the Apex. And it should pop up that we're ready to go and meet our taxi. I might have already missed that pop-up. So we can head down to the hangar. We get a lift down there. And some of the entry points on the ships are at the back and some are at the front. But the adder, I'm pretty sure it's always at the front. So you just press E when you get there and click board. And in we go.
Glad to have you on board.
Thanks, good to be on board. That wasn't too bad. That took about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. So pretty good. Yeah, looks like we're landing at night. Touching down there.
Okay, we're approaching our destination. Have a good one.
Oh, I forgot to set up my suit, didn't I? While I was in there. So, okay, so this is another thing you can do while you're on your way. So, manage loadouts. Go into here, and I should be able to create one. And we're going to set it up with the Maverick suit. I don't think we really need it, but you know what? Let's not take any chances. Secondary there. So we've got some decent weaponry, but it's not going to be great against shields. So we'll make this the Maverick. So yeah, we'll equip this loadout, and hopefully this is just going to be nice and easy. So we need to just disembark. Light on, I think. So temperature's really cold. Look, 97. That's minus 180 degrees. Ooh. So that should be. It's pretty chilly. So fetch the item from container 1 in the settlement grounds, and it's got the key code there, 3588. So should be pretty straightforward. It's actually in the grounds. So I'm going to run. Interesting, I'm guessing the landing pad was taken, which is why we've landed so far away. And one of the things you've got to watch for is if you get scanned. And if you get scanned, you need to stop and submit to the scan. Otherwise they'll treat it as a hostile act. And they, certainly in the alpha, they were really twitchy. You've got to be a little bit careful and just aware of that, because you can kind of, if you try and walk off with a scan, they'll basically attack you. So you've got two types of people here. You've got civilians and you've got guards, pretty much. Sometimes you've got other players that can be doing a mission at the same place as you are, which can make things interesting. But you've also got the you can also have raiders and things at the site as well. So the way we're going to tackle this is we're going to just try and find a terminal, and you can see on the radar there's a few terminals around here, so hoping we're going to be able to access one. Here we go. And I think that might be our container. Right, container 1, there we go. But what we could have done, just to demonstrate, because it was fortunate that it was there, is we can have a look at the facility, and because it was in the grounds, we could have found container 1 here, and you see it's got our mission icon on it, and it would have required authorization level 2 for the code, but because it's our mission we've been given it. And now if I exit that, it should be highlighted on our radar, and here it is, it's container 1, so you can see it's highlighted. So that's that's the easiest way to find things once you actually get here and you do these kind of missions. So and you can't type in on your keyboard either. I don't think the number pad does anything either. So you do have to use your cursor keys to type it in. I think that would be nice if they just put the keypad on, but it's not the end of the world. And here is our weapon schematic. There we go. And we've accomplished the mission. So that was pretty straightforward, right? Nice and easy. Oh, and there's a guard, look. So let's just go and submit to a scan.
Stay there, Commander. I'm just gonna check you out.
Scan detected.
Alright, you're good to go.
There we go. So we're all good. So what we need to do now, it's nearly always where you see the big sign, but that's where the main landing pad is usually. What we're going to do now is call a taxi, and this is where you need your insight hub, which hopefully you've bound to the tab key, and there's a little apex icon on there, and this is how you call a shuttle back. And this is where we're going, because we've got the little icon there, and that's letting us know where our return mission is, which is Chamberlain's Rest. I'd forgotten the name of it already, but hey ho. There's just a little bit of delay.
Shuttle request sent.
There we go. So 100, drop off at Chamberlain's Rest, click OK, and what will happen now is hopefully a taxi will come and pick us up, take us back. Not too bad. So there's a civilian worker. they behave slightly differently. They won't scan you, but if they see you in a area you're not supposed to be, I think they'll raise the alarm. And that's it. That's a basic delivery mission. Nice and easy. A very good way to build up some credits and get some sort of better weapons and just get used to wandering around. And I assume you can collect some goods from the settlement as well. And here we go. We can see the ship icon there on the compass coming in. This is our taxi.
Shuttle docked. Ready for boarding.
And you can usually get in just before. Now what you can do here is you can actually load some stuff on if you've been collecting some items. So basically if we did any of that here, it'd basically be stealing. So we're not going to take any gambles like that just yet. So let's get on aboard and head back to base.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey.
Okay, you're the boss. Lucky number 7.
Have a nice day.
A very airporty feel to it, doesn't it? I think he was down here. I think this is the guy. Oh, yes, we've got a tick.
Tells me
Look.
you have good news for me. I'm impressed,
Excellent.
and I don't impress easily.
I'm pleased. I'll take the credits or the material or the influence. Material, stellar activity logs. I don't know what I do with those, so I'm gonna just take the credits for now. We need to get some cash coming in, and our trade rank has now gone up. Woohoo! Okay, so there we go. That's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Feels good making a difference, doesn't it?
And I'm going to head down to the bar and get myself another nice Lavian brandy.
Something I could get you, Commander?
Oh yes. Tune in next time. We'll be completing the pilot's training and taking the Sidewinder out for a spin.